up, BVB Army? Welcome back to another episode of BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. I'm Nicole.
I am Ruth.
I'm Lisa.
Yes, I'm about to say we have a lovely fan story today. Thank you, Lisa, for coming on.
Hi.
Thank you.
And before we jump into this fan story, we would just like to point out it's spooky month.
Yeah.
We are horror Barbie today.
Make Barbie spooky here.
Yes, well, because we got to think the Barbie movie came out this year, so what is everyone going to go as? Barbie.
We just did a little spin-off to make her a bit spookier.
Just to fit Halloween.
Just to fit Halloween. I'm supposed to be an affected Barbie, and I think Nicole's like a blotched Barbie.
Botched Barbie for sure, but I love the infected. Right away, I was like, dude, she is zombified.
that was the point. So
I love
glad it worked out.
Yes. Rolling into the first question here, Lisa, we would like to know, how did you discover Black Veil Brides?
Okay, so I was scrolling on YouTube one day and Tokyo Hotel popped up on the, first pop. I was like, oh, okay. And then on the second video was Black Veil Brides, Knives and Pens. And I clicked on that video first and I was like, holy crap, these guys are amazing. And ever since I just started getting into their music and, here I am now, just a fan of theirs.
Love that you found them through Tokyo Hotel.
Yeah.
I remember Tokyo Hotel.
I know. Well, I think a lot of people used to compare Tokyo Hotel and Black Veil Brides. Not compare, but I guess
it was due to the hairstyles they both had back then.
Exactly. I did too. I was like, oh, I like that hairstyle. Is that Bill Collins or Andy Biersack at first? And then no.
So when it comes to Black Veil Brides, what is your favorite song of theirs that you really enjoy listening to over and over and over again?
Savior,
the first one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's your take on the second one?
It's different. It's totally like opposite of the first one, of course. I love it, but I probably wouldn't listen to the second one as much as I listened to the first one, of course.
Yeah. First one has your heart.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
it's a good song.
Yeah, I would totally get that tattooed on my, on my arm for sure. I could.
Oh, okay. I really like with Savior how it's this slow melody all the way through. My favorite part is the end where he lets out the screams. I was like, ooh, it just gives you like shivers, but in a good way. Yeah.
Kind of wish the second Savior had that too.
He tells like he's been through a lot in his life and he wants to tell you like you can make it through. Just don't give up. So, yeah.
So, favorite album of Black Veil Brides?
Now, that's really hard because I didn't know what albums were in my past, like in my previous, going through my history. I thought they were just songs, so I never knew what albums were.
Okay.
So, yeah, I had to pick all of them because they never write bad songs to me.
Fair answer.
I was about to say, yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. I say this all the time. Every Black Veil Brides album is a no-skip album because every song is a freaking banger. You just love every album then. You don't have like one album that you listen to more than the others by chance?
No.
Nope.
I mean,
all equal the same.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll accept that answer.
I mean, growing up, I never knew like CDs had albums with them.
That's fair.
Okay. So. Fair answer. We can't really get after her for that.
No, you can't. Yeah. I mean, I do love that answer. But now I need to make it more challenging for you because you do have to pick between two albums here. Either We Stitch or revamp of Restitch.
Restitch.
Oh. I was not expecting that.
It's probably because I downloaded that first song on my phone, so
that makes sense for nostalgia reasons and stuff. So
wait, like out of the when you say it's the first album, like out of all of them, or just between those two in specific?
Just between those two, because that was the first one that they had out for the phone. So
okay, that's very fair. That's valid.
First one. Raw nostalgia. iTunes was the thing back then. 99 cents per song.
Exactly. So it was like, I was like, damn.
Not whatever it is right now, $1 something. So
yeah.
So this one is asking, what has been your favorite memory with them? This could be through something online, through social media, or in person if you got a chance to do VIP or gone to one of their concerts before.
Well, I haven't seen them yet in live, but Probably getting to meet Jinx for the first time, and then seeing them live in concert for the first time will be the greatest memory.
Are you planning to do his Vest experience or just?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, hold on to that. We will get more into that when we get to content.
Yep, yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Our next question here can be a pretty deep one. So we ask that you take your time. Don't feel like you need to rush it, but how has Black Veil Brides impacted your life?
So when I first discovered Black Veil Brides, of course, I was in a car accident and they thought I was dead. But the first song, of course, was Savior. I had a traumatic brain injury. And I lost quite a few friends along the way because of the disability I had with that. And then I found out that I had seizures. So also losing a lot of friends because they thought I wasn't normal. So I was technically alone. So I try to act normal to fit in society, trying to gain friends, trying to, say, hey, I'm not fake, I'm here. But people are just like, nah, you're fake, all this. But, in reality, people are just like, you should end it. So I just went for Black Veil Brides and just put my headphones in, and there's a big community out there that I never knew of Black Veil Brides Army. So I met amazing people, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna listen to the crap. So I stayed, and never ended it.
And that's why Savior's your favorite song.
Yeah.
I totally get that. I have no words. I am so sorry. Like, it's really crazy when we have fans on that like share these kinds of stories, because these are obviously things that don't get expressed online, and it's this just allows us and everyone else to get to know you a bit more. And just thank you so much for sharing. And I hope like everyone is so glad that you are still here, and please continue to stay here. Like, you are wanted, and you are loved and you are cared for.
And I'm happy like BVB was there, to help you through those hard times and those emotions and stuff. Like, I think most fans can agree that their songs or lyrics are there for us. They give us comfort. And so we're happy that you found them. And obviously Savior was there to help you through a lot of things, and just them as a group their lyrics can help you. So again, I mean, I'm so sorry you went through that accident and everything else. I can only imagine. And I mean, as a fellow with epilepsy, I completely understand that feeling of just your brain and people trying to be fragile with you because of your epilepsy and everything. And it's just like, you're not this fragile. You can still do life. You just got to take care of certain things of yourself, but we're still normal. We are still functional. But just thank you for sharing. I know those topics, these things are very hard to, like Nicole said, express online for one. So
just know that everyone in the Army is here for you, and they're there if you need someone to talk to.
Yeah. And you guys are totally amazing. So thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. We hope you're amazing too. You know that.
Yeah.
Next question is, do you have any tattoos out of curiosity?
No, I don't. I cannot, because I can get keloids from that.
Oh,
whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back real quick, because I know you said that you wanted to get Savior tattooed on. Like, is that something that's in consideration, or is it kind of a thing of like a want?
It's a want.
It's a want.
Oh.
But there is always henna.
There's henna. I know
That's
there's that.
yeah.
There's also, I know there's this company that does like temporary tattoos that look realistic, that last for a couple of weeks. And I know they have a section where you can customize it, like have those lyrics from Savior printed out in a certain font. Those like lick 'em, stick 'em tattoos type deal, but they last longer.
Yeah. Are those like those one things that you see where they say you can buy the sleeves and they say they last for like a month or something?
one company is called like Ink Block or something. They have tons of designs you could choose from, and they're basically like you just like click them and stick them tattoos, and they last up to like maybe 2 or 3 weeks or something. So
I know it's not as fun, but it's, you know, if you're dedicated, just keep. And the best part is if you put it on the spot, you like say you put it right there, and then you're like, yeah, I don't want it there. You can then put it like on your neck or on your forehead. You know, you can always change
one
it
of the
up.
pros of that is like put it anywhere. You save a little bit money. You don't go through the pain.
Exactly. I mean, will I do it? In the future, probably. My body is a canvas, like I say to my mother.
I mean, and honestly, who knows what's going to happen now, especially when it comes to the tattoo industry of like different types of machines that they use, or even the ink, or with the formulas of ink or chemicals they have in the ink. Maybe down the road there would be a type of ink and machine that they can use that doesn't give you the, what you don't want in your body. So
I mean, just cross my fingers.
Yeah.
So then moving on to BVB concerts. So you haven't been to a Black Veil Bride show yet, but you're going to your first one. You got the Vest experience for Jinx.
Yes.
Which show are you going to?
It's going to be in October 21st in Ventura.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. You have the Vest experience, but did you also by chance get VIP for like the whole group?
No, because they didn't offer it at first. So I was like,
damn.
Wait, did you miss out when they had the VIP with like the Temple of Love vinyl stuff? Because I know now they have out like a lot cheaper, like $50 cheaper. Like, oh, you can still come in, you just don't get the vinyl.
No, because when you first went onto their thing, they had no VIP, no nothing when they first posted it. Like when they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna add another show."
Oh, is your show a later show date? I was just added.
Yeah.
Oh, even still, I would figure they would have the VIP option.
They did, and then I was like, I clicked on it again. I told my mom, "Hey, mom, there's a VIP option. Can we do it again? Can we, add another ticket?" She's like, "Nah." I was like, "Okay."
Is your mom going with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting though. Like, does she like Black Veil Brides?
She's the one that also helped me introduce me, because she clicked on Tokyo Hotel. She was like right next to me. It's like, "Hey mom, there's these guys. Don't you like them?" She's like, "Yeah, they're kind of cute." Like, okay. But yeah, I can't drive, so.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair. Well, at least you got tickets to go and see them, and you got the Jinx Vest experience. So I do know I technically got a Vest experience from Jinx, I should say, but just due to COVID, was unable to do that whole meetup. But anyway, from what I've done to Jake and seen online is that yes, you'll get to meet up with Jinx, but usually since Jinx and Jake and now CC are doing this pretty much the same thing, they'll all be in the same room, so there's a good chance you'll not only get to meet Jinx but also Jake and CC, and sometimes Lonnie's back there because he just likes to say hi. Sometimes I don't know if he's guaranteed to be there, but sometimes he's there, so pretty much you can see everyone minus Andy. So
okay, that's fair.
So yeah, it's super fun. The Jake Vest experience I did, they'll send you information of where to meet up, who to meet and stuff, and then they'll bring you over, they'll give you all the goodies, you get time to speak to them, and like I said, if Jake is there, Jinx is there, and now Cece's there, so there's a chance you could say hi to all of them and quickly get a photo and then have a little bit more time with them, because it's a little different than VIP, because obviously with VIP there's such a long line, and unfortunately, as much as the guys want to have a conversation with them, just due to time, they like, hi, okay, photo, nice to meet you, goodbye, unfortunately. So yeah.
Now I heard there's like people saying that you can bring gifts and then you can't bring gifts.
It's up and down. I've been seeing the same thing. Fans bring gifts, fans not. It's also due to venues, where venues will allow gifts or not. I know some venues are very, very strict about bringing any outside things. That's my advice, is to look at your venue like policy to figure out if you can bring bags, unless it's emergency thing, then I'm sure they'll allow it, unless if it's emergency or something. So there's that. And I know with VIP, they stated at first, it's back to normal, where we kind of get closer to the guys, but I think now with some of the numbers rising for COVID, they're taking precaution with that, unfortunately, which makes sense. I understand. I hope you do enjoy the show. I know Dark Divine and VV are there, and then obviously Black Veil Bride's playing last. And from obviously Nicole can give you so many stories when it comes to concert, but they usually do kill it. And it's just one thing to hear their songs on the headphones, is one thing to hear them live.
Oh yeah,
We just hope that you enjoy the entire experience.
of course. I mean, who won it? I mean, it's like,
Yep, enjoy it, love it. Hopefully you meet new friends there too. So
and we'll be looking for posts. We'll be looking for like photos and everything on your page. So
yeah.
When it comes to BBB's war paint and stuff, let's like the whole war paint they have done in the past. Which one is your favorite?
Jinx, of course.
Could have guessed that. I had a hunch.
Yeah, I was about to say. But I'm curious, why Jinx? What is it about his war paint that just
He's
captivates you?
mysterious and creepy, kind of spooky vibes, and that's just kind of like me. I like the creepy, spooky vibe kind of person. So I was him when I was like in middle school. You know,
his war paint gives Crow vibes for sure.
But
exactly.
Wasn't that like one of his inspiration though for it? Was the Crow? I could be wrong. I want to say Anna told us that, but I could completely be making this up.
I was gonna say I'm not 100% sure. Okay. I feel like if you heard it, we had to have heard it from Anna.
I could be wrong though. Anna, I'm sorry if I got this fact incorrect.
Oops. So, okay. You love all the albums equally, which is great. I am right there with you. But now, if you had to pick an era of Black Veil Brides, though, to live in for the rest of your life, which era would that be?
Blackbird.
So the Phantom Tomorrow?
Yeah. Phantom Tomorrow.
So would it be safe to say that you low-key favorite the Phantom Tomorrow a bit more than the other albums?
You do chose the Phantom Tomorrow era. I can understand why, because of the color scheme and their environment.
Yeah.
And you said Blackbird, which comes from the Phantom Tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has like that spooky vibe to it. So it's like,
it does. No, it does.
I would live there. You know, and that
fair enough.
I like that though. It's almost like living in Gotham City, you know, because you have Blackbird and then you have 9.
I can kind of see that.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool.
Or like Sin City, that movie too. So
yeah. So you're basically forever going to be living in like a superhero and villainy type of
weird.
Yep. So overall, how has been your experience with the BVB Army as of right now?
It's been amazing. Not gonna lie, I love everybody in this BVB Army. I mean, there is some kind of people that just give me the vibes, but that's fine. They can, you know, do whatever they want to do, but that's whatever.
Have you gotten a chance to like, I don't know, it's a little hard one because I feel like with us Army that we're just spread all over the country, unfortunately. Have you able to meet anyone in person yet that you've been talking to? Oh, okay.
No one here that's in the BVB Army where I live, so unfortunately. I mean, I wish I could, but you know, driving experience and then flying or going to take a boat would be kind of scary for me.
I'm sorry. You talk about Roku in your mission.
There he is.
This is Roku.
Hello, Roku. Look who got out of your crate.
He got out of the crate. He got out of the crate. He got out of his room.
He's like, just happy to be here.
He's a good support animal.
We love him.
Yes.
He's a good boy.
You're such a good boy. Okay, I gotta finish, Bubba. You can stay here, but you're not allowed to bark because your barking is terrifying at times. Or you could just stay here and I'll pet you. That works too.
There we go. Yeah. Just stay and love him. But in a way, I guess you could say that there's a chance that you might meet up with some people. I feel like when you do go to your first show, you're definitely gonna make friends. And whether it's in line or it's inside the venue.
100%. That's one thing I've learned from just going to BVB concerts by myself in the beginning is that, yeah, I will admit it's a bit scary to be by yourself or even with your mom or someone else. But
of course.
When you do get in line, you're just going to see all these people so excited just to see this band. You're also excited. And there are going to be times where people are just have this personality where you just click to them and you just once you just start talking about like, okay, what's your favorite album or what's your favorite era, it's just like that nonstop wormhole, and then you go into all these other channels and stuff, and this is long conversation that will take you up until the doors open. And if
Yeah.
hopefully you don't lose them, and then you can also join and rock out with them during the concert too. So
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned that you've ran into some people that are, give you the ick. And I'm sorry about that. Like, I do feel there's, unfortunately, as Ruth and I have discussed, there are some bad apples that kind of ruin it for, a lot of fans. But put that aside, I'm glad that you have found the light side of the BVB Army. And I'm really glad that you've made friends with a lot of people in the Army that don't give you that ickness, but they do the exact opposite. I think that's always a good thing.
I feel like that's just like a rule on any fandoms. They're just going to be, like I like to call it, mixed nuts. You'll have your sweet ones, and then unfortunately there are a couple of raw ones in there.
Yeah.
But as you said, it's every fandom.
It is every fandom. It's just not one fandom. I don't think there's any fandom out of anything like Potterheads or K-pop bands and stuff. There's all fandoms all come with some bad apples.
Exactly.
And that's the one thing I feel like a lot of fans just need to realize, that like, yeah, we could be part of this fandom, but it's not 100% perfect. So
No.
It never will be for anything. As you said, it goes beyond band fandoms too. Like, you mentioned the Potterhead. It's literally anything.
Anything.
So
literally anything. So
I guess our last question that we have for you is actually if you have any questions for Ruth and I, and they don't have to be Black Veil Brides related.
Okay. So how would you get started, like what you guys are doing, like a radio podcast like this, with talking to any kind of fans or a band whatsoever?
It's kind of funny because another close fan in this fandom, they asked me the same thing, Bellamy, about starting a podcast / show. Honestly, this whole podcast / show Nicole and I started wasn't even our idea. We just got approached with it, and we were just like, it, sure, we'll do it. We'll try our best. We don't know what we're doing. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of work. It is. Filming it, editing it, and getting up there and just kind of promoting it, marketing out there. But it's come a long ways. We have learned a lot of trials and error from the start. If you have a passion that you want to talk about and just spread the word, I say go for it. Like our dear friend Ian, he's now doing with our other friend Victoria with Radioactive, and they've been doing it pretty good. And yeah, I just feel like if you are willing to like spend a lot of time working at it, then I would say go for it, because I think what most people realize, but when it comes to a podcast / show, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, I don't think they consider how much work it is, honestly, because there's editing, which can be a pain at times, because then technology is technology. And then there's also kind of keeping up with your social media pages too, like what we have is TikTok and Twitter and stuff, and then arranging times and stuff to meet up. And but it is a lot of work. But I suggest that if you find something really passionate and you're like, you know what, I really, really want to do is go for it. Just do it. That way you now know it's like, okay, I have so and so, this is out there. Maybe I want to bring this person on, or maybe I want a co-host or something. So
I was gonna say, I think like the biggest thing too is don't let fear get in the way of what you want to do. I think a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I don't have like the proper equipment, or they'll be like, oh, I don't have anyone that's gonna follow it. They're always concerned about like the numbers and the views and the equipment, but you don't need any of that to start. Everything that is popular or that you see online started somewhere. Someone started with no views, no followers, no subscribers, no nothing. They had to build their way to that. And I think that's the thing to stay focused on, is even if no one is listening, still keep making the videos, still keep throwing them out, and promote them on every single platform that you have. Make sure everything is public, not private. Because if it's private, it's only going to be people that follow you that see it. Make sure everything is public, so that way it goes to every single person. Don't let fear stop you.
My best to advise for any podcast is, one, how Nicole said, just keep at it. Consistency is key, I would say. if you want people to know about this product, consistency, even if the numbers are very low, people will see like, oh, she posts every Friday or Thursday and stuff at this time. Oh, wow, I'll click in and stuff. I would say consistency is also key. And also, as much as I hate to say it, but it is true, when you do put yourself out there, you have to, in a way, have to be ready for those trolls, those people who are going to be mean and bully you and just leave hate comments, unfortunately. So,
well, I will say this though, with those kinds of people, what they don't realize, yeah, they're gonna sit there and take the time to like leave a hate comment, but that's actually putting they're not only are they watching you and giving you the views, but they're putting you on the algorithm too.
They are. So I guess there's a pro to that too. But yeah, I think that's one thing that I see people a long time ago. An acquaintance made a podcast, and I told her straight up that like, you need tough skin. You got to ignore those comments. Don't respond to them, because if you're going to respond to them like in your defensive mode, then you're just giving them more fuel to their fire. So best way to do it is like, yeah. I would say if you have some sass to clap back at them, do it.
I like to be sarcastic with them because then it throws them off. They're getting...
Yeah, it really does. It's crazy what sarcasm can do with them. But yeah, I say go for it. Take a risk. See what you can do with your own idea when you want to do a podcast / show, and consistency. And you start somewhere. We started somewhere. So
yeah.
So best of luck to you. Like as Ruth said, just go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. Take a risk. That's what life is about. YOLO, is that still a thing? I don't know.
YOLO. I don't know, actually.
Army. So for today's fan shout out actually goes to a wonderful, wonderful fan in the Army. You may have seen her artwork online on Twitter or on Instagram if you follow her. Her name is Irene K. We'll post it here and there. But I've been following her a little bit, but what really drew to me is when she started posting her beautiful original artwork of the guys. Like we have one of Andy right here. It is amazing. Honestly, I just told Nicole this off camera. It just reminds me almost like a Tim Burton style, but in her style, if that makes sense. Like a twist to it. Yeah, she did one of all the guys, and I think the latest one she did was VV. I think it looks like pencil and stuff, so which was really cool to look at. So fan shout out to you, Irene. I mean, these drawings look amazing. Teach me, please, because your artwork is amazing. Faces are hard, period, and you knock them out of the ballpark, honestly. So the fan shout out goes to you. I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you for all the support you give Blackfield Brides and just sharing your artwork with us. It's really amazing to look at. So thank you.
Still love that Jake one. It was so spooky.
I love the CC one.
That officially wraps it up, BVB Army. Once again, Lisa, gonna thank you again for coming on. We just truly appreciate you sharing your story, not only with us, but to the entire world, to all the BVB Army. And for anyone that doesn't know, we are on all streaming platforms. You can literally check this podcast out anywhere. We are on TikTok and Twitter. You can go ahead and give us a follow on there if you want to follow our personal pages. We are going to be on Instagram. Real quick, Lisa, where can fans find you?
I'm on all social medias, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram and Twitter.
Is it all the same username, your name, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay. Go give her a follow. All her links will be in the description too if you want to give her a follow on all of her social media. So
if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We will greatly appreciate it. Woo, smash it.
We're officially in spooky month. We have these horror Barbie looks. Next week we come with another look.
I know. I can barely talk in this look, y'all.
Honestly, I'm excited for next week. Look, I have it all in my head. So
I don't. I have to figure that out still.
Surprise for all of us. There you go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week with another video. So thank you.
Bye.